Good evening and welcome to Uintah High School. You're looking live at Coach Belcher Stadium, home of the Utes. And tonight the Uintah Utes host the Ogden Tigers. I'm Mark Mason bringing you tonight's game here on VTV Channel 6 live right now. I want to welcome everybody joining us here tonight's game. And it'll be a good one. The Utes saw the Tigers last year and won in Ogden, and the Tigers traveling out to Uintah High School this year to take on the Utes. And you see the captains out at midfield right now, giving the instructions from the referees for tonight's game. You know, we had a chance to talk to Ogden's head coach Kent Taylor. And his keys to tonight's game, the coach speak, he says, first, we need to have the offensive line protection. He knows that Uintah brings a lot of pressure, and where they're a passing team, you know, that offensive line has got to be stout. Second, turnovers. They want to create them on defense and, of course, limit them on offense. And he's looking back on his season saying, we've just turned the ball over way too much. Can't give good field position or points to the other team for free. And then his third point, wants our defense to be, you know, sure tacklers. He knows that Uintah's the backfield for Uintah. You know, you've got Jones and Walters, and they're a handful. And then when Leba comes in, he's got the speed, so they've got to make sure they make good, clean contact, take them down on the initial contact. Talking to Coach Austin Heaps for Uintah High School. And he understands what Ogden is. It's a passing team, so their first key is to keep the defensive backs stay over the top. Ogden throws the ball 90% of the time on their snaps, so definitely can't let somebody beat you deep. Second key to the game from Coach Heaps, run the ball effectively. And then third, you know, want to have simple throws, reads for his quarterback, and, of course, the quarterback is a sophomore for the Utes. It's Dagan Oaks, number 13, with injuries to both quarterbacks this year, both hand injuries for Brody Franks and Kyle Henderson, and they're both out for the season. So it's now up to Dagan Oaks, number 13, the lucky 13, the sophomore. Well, we see the band coming out at the midfield, and want to remind everybody that on Thursdays at 6:30, you can catch the Sports Spin with Mark Mason, John Nurden. And here's a little preview to that program that will run right now. Check us out, VTV, 6:30. We're back on the Sports Spin presented by Uintah Basin Healthcare. Now it's time for the spin cycle. Well, when you think of Uintah Utes and sports, first name that comes to my mind is Kevin Dixon. Kevin, thanks for joining us.
Great to be here.
Yeah, and I mean, you've been around the Utes for what? Better part of 3 decades?
Yes. Came in 1979. First assignment, I was an assistant volleyball coach at the junior high with Louise Mertz. She was the head coach, and continued to coach all the way through.
Kevin, I think I was 10 at the time, so.
Yeah,
you know,
probably.
Like okay.
1979, you were 10, I was 4. What was your favorite sports year of all time with the Utes? I mean, 79 to present day.
I don't know. Hard to say. That obviously you look at a couple years, the state championship in football, a couple state championships in wrestling. But you know, the thing is, when the season's over, it's the relationships with kids, and they all kind of blend together after a while. You see the kids down. The best part of coaching is seeing adults, that kids that you coached that were kids, and now they're very responsible adults.
Yeah, lots of changes. What would you say sports-wise from 79 to 2016? What kind of changes have you seen in sports programs from, you know, when you started till now?
You know, it's hard to. You'd love to say, oh, everything was so much better back then, but it's amazing how much it is the same.
Yeah.
You have kids that have a passion for the sport. You have coaches that love kids and have a passion for the sport. You have parents that really want their kids to be successful. And where everybody wants people to succeed, some interesting things happen. but some of them are not real positive, and most of them are just absolutely incredible. And the thing is, when you look at it, you have some problems every now and then through the season. When season's over, you shake hands, and truly, you have great relationships the rest of your life.
Yeah. So for the most part, it seems like sports are just fun to be part of. So much so that in your retirement, I see you hanging out a lot at the high school.
Yeah,
Tell
I do.
us about your life after being the AD and then kind of in charge
Yeah, I
of
was
so much.
the AD. Now I just get to come and watch, and I get to sit in the stands with the real experts and listen to how you should have made how you should have made the call.
Everyone's an expert 3 rows up, right?
Yeah, absolutely,
That's why I
absolutely.
sit behind the bench on the basketball, so I can give my 2 cents in.
But I understand that completely. I would have coached the Jazz to probably 15 championships by now. Don't even know who's on the other team, don't even know the schedule, but just because I am magical, Jerry Sloan, come on. I could out-coach him any day, right?
Yeah.
Well, the school district's like a bad drug for you. You've retired, and now I hear you're running for the school board?
Running for school board, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
And
good to have a
chance
guy
to serve.
with sports on the forefront of his mind sitting on the board,
Yeah,
perhaps.
yeah.
We'll see
For
what
me,
the
Kevin's,
elections happen.
I mean, he's not in my district, but if I were to vote, I'd vote for Kevin to get me a
well, I
sports guy
appreciate
on
that.
there. So.
But I do want people to know I'm more than just sports.
No, you are, and you know, I can honestly say that I don't know anyone that did his job with more passion than you did, and I loved working with you as a coach, and what you expected out of me and what you expected out of your staff, and then what you provided back was amazing.
I appreciate that. That's a great.
So we got one of the sports things happening right now is the Utes are going to host Ogden. You got a prediction for that game?
Utes by 40.
Utes by 40, the clock's going to run. You heard it here on the Spin Cycle. Kevin, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for coming, Kevin. Good luck.
Thanks.
Appreciate all you've done for our community. We'll be right back after these messages. Well, we're live. The kickoff has happened. The Utes trying to get something going on the kickoff, and they return it to about the 18-yard line. The Utes have the first possession of the game. And what you just saw was a little excerpt from the Sports Spin. And when you think of Uintah Sports, if Kevin Dixon's name isn't on the top 5 of your platter, then you haven't been around for very long. That show includes interviews from coaches, alumni, students, and highlights from all the week's action. Check us out Thursday night, 6:30 p.m. on VTV Channel 6. So the Utes from shotgun. Oaks has one back. Oaks looking to his left, has a receiver open, and 5 yards too far, and he had Dallin Brakefield, and if that's a connection, Brakefield could stroll into the end zone. He was so wide open. So first play of the game, that's just a seam route. Just go right up the seam, and Oaks got a little excited. Oaks back in shotgun. That's a handoff. Keeper. He beats the first guy, has blockers, and it's a big block by Allen. Corbin Allen springs the first down, and Oaks gets about 13 on the carry. First down yardage, and we talked to Coach Heaps, and one of the things he liked was that his receivers block way downfield, and there you just saw it. Corbin Allen with a big block, sprang it. Rolling to his left, Oaks has a man. It's intercepted at the 44-yard line. Returned by the Tigers. Running out of real estate at the 25-yard line is number 22 for the Tigers. That's McKay Turpin. He's a senior, 6'2", and right there, just a linebacker sinking into coverage, reads the quarterback's eyes and jumps up at the highest point and snags it. And with about a 19-yard return, brings it back to the Ute 25-yard line. And there you see a continuing problem for the Utes, early turnovers, and Ogden hoping to take advantage of that. And there's an offsides. Be Mike Jones on the left edge, so 5 free yards for the Tigers. So the Tigers start their possession at the 25-yard line and get free 5 yards. So 1st and 5, man in motions, 3 receivers to the left side. Blitz showing from the Utes. Here's a little pass, and it's hit hits the receiver on the hands, maybe a little bit outside. Intended receiver was number 9, Aiden Cleverly. Outside shoulder, couldn't get both hands on it, and ball clinks to the turf. Brings up 2nd and 5 after the penalty. The Utes this season have been very disciplined, very few penalties. Up under center this time is Irving Gastelum. Gastelum rolls to his right. Excuse me, that is not Gastelum. Gastelum's the ball runner. The quarterback is number 4, Carson White. Gastelum is the runner, and he gets taken down at about the original line of scrimmage, brings up 3rd and 5 after the penalty. White in shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Here comes the count. It's a handoff up the middle, and wow, well done by the Utes. And in on the tackle were Dallin Brakefield and also Trevor Slaw, the senior outside linebacker. Read that well, brings up 4th down, and this is probably 4-down territory for the Tigers, and indeed it is. So the offense stays on from the 18-yard line. 5 receivers, White, the sole person in the backfield, man in motion. White looking to his left, fade to the corner, has his man. Oh, it's caught, and he's down at the 1-yard line. I believe the receiver was Chase Butler, and that was just a beautiful throw from White, and Butler had his eyes on the ball the whole time. And now 1st and goal from the 2-yard line for the Tigers. Going for it on 4th down. Little fade to the left edge. A beautiful strike from White to Butler. 1st and goal. Power set. It's going to be the quarterback up the middle, and it's just too easy. White scores from 2 yards out, and the Tigers are up early, 6-0, and here comes the kicking team. Well, the passing attack for the Tigers on display early, and one-on-one coverage on the outside edge. 5 receivers were in that pattern. Tough to cover for a while. Peterson kicks, and it is good. So the Tigers lead 7-0 early here at Uintah High School. Tonight's game brought to us by L&L Motor. L&L Motor is the #1 new car dealer in the Basin. Visit our new Buick GMC full-service store in Vernal. Well, that was, it's happened all season long for the Utes, giving up the early turnover and the early score, and so down now 7-0. And the Tigers with their 2nd kickoff of the game. You know, early in that possession, Oaks had Brakefield wide open. And he looked to him again on the interception, but that's some things that the young quarterback can learn from. Back to kick, low line drive kick, fielded at the 10-yard line. Brakefield at the 25, Brakefield at the 40, 1 to beat. Oh, and he just gets taken down at the 45-yard line. But a big return for Dallin Brakefield. And he got deep into the Tiger defense and had 1 guy to beat, and they just did snag him, and they mark him down at the 46-yard line. Oaks. Walters and Jones in the backfield. That's a pitch to Walters. Has blockers out front. He's at the 50, and he's driven out of bounds at about the 50-yard line. 4-yard gain. They do mark him down at the 49. Makes it a 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7. Walters and Jones back with Oaks. It's a handoff up the middle. Past the 50, taken down at the 47-yard line. Ball carrier Dorian Walters. Dorian Walters' second year at Uintah High School, moved up from Georgia. Oaks in the backfield by himself, 5 receivers. Motion man is Leba. There's a screen set up to Leba. Leba has the first down yardage. Leba at the 35-yard line and just gets tackled out of bounds. Tackler, I believe, was number 15 for the Tigers. That's Francisco Laredo, the senior. And Leba with a nice screen gets the first down at the 36-yard line. Oaks pitches outside. Jones has the ball. Jones fakes. Jones has a first down, still stumbling down to the 19-yard line. Big run for Mike Jones. In the Spanish Fort game, talking to Coach Scott Mansfield after the game, he was talking about how many of their guys were banged up. Jones had an ankle. Walter's shoulder, Henderson's finger, but they're resilient. They're back out. Oaks throws, has Walters open. First down, he's at the 3-yard line where they finally get him taken down, and Oaks delivers a strike. First and goal from the 3-yard line, and the Utes answer the initial drive from the Tigers. First and goal from the 3. The lone receiver is Brakefield. It's a handoff to Jones, and Jones waltzes into the end zone untouched. Big blocks up front for the Ute offensive line. And the Utes answer the call and are down 6-7 with the point after coming from Trevin McCackney. McCackney been solid all year, the senior. His second year of football. Have a straggler coming out. Gets set. Play clock at 19, plenty of time. Leba catches, hold is good, kick is up and good. We have a tie ball game here tonight. And a beautiful fall night. Temperature in the low 60s right now as the sun set. And the Utes tied 7-7. Access live game coverage on the latest smartphones and mobile devices from Strata Networks. Choose the best devices from your favorite brands and pay nothing down with Strata Plus. Stop by a Strata store in Roosevelt or Vernal to find out more. And the Utes are not afraid to kick onside, having done so last week against Spanish Fork in a tight ball game. One they ended up losing. I think the injuries just finally caught up to the Utes, but McCackney has a beautiful touch on that. And the Tigers are 5 yards off the 50. So there is a possibility, and there is nobody behind them for 20 yards. So here's McCackney to kick. McCackney hits a beauty, a high kick, fielded at the 5-yard line. Good coverage from the Utes and Swarm tackled at the 19. And that's where the Tigers will set up their second possession. Much worse field possession than the first. So the Tigers now at the 19-yard line. And with forward momentum, they give them the 20-yard line. So we've seen one receiver set. We've seen 5 from the Tigers. Right now, more of a power set. They have one receiver, Leba, on an island by himself. Here's the quarterback rolling to his left. Gets through the line of the defense, and plunges forward for about a 12-yard gain. They mark it 11 yards at the 31-yard line. First down for the Tigers. So White right now doing it with his legs more than his arm. Although he's got good touch on the throws as well. This time 4 receivers for the Tigers. Utes showing blitz from the right edge. Here comes the blitz. Ball's out. It's high and over everybody's head, and there's a flag. There's going to be illegal contact, pass interference on the Utes. Intended receiver was number 9, Aiden Cleverly. And he just ran into the Ute defender and still trying to plead his case that it was incidental contact. It's Corbin Allen, but moves him forward. Gives the Tigers another first down. They advance the ball to the 46-yard line. So White, shotgun, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Blitz again showing from the Utes. Stepping up in the pocket is White. And boy, there was a lot of arm contact again. No call this time. White with the pressure had to step up and throw before he wanted to. And just threw about 3 yards too far. So with the penalty, that's 20 penalty yards for the Utes. None for the Tigers so far this half. 5 receivers out in the pattern this time for White. White and shotgun. Man in motion is number 25, Dallin Shoby. He's got the ball. And he gets about 9 yards, very close to a first down, brings up 3rd and about 1. And the ground game, strong for the Tigers, for a team that passes on 90% of their plays, doing it a lot on the ground. Another 5 receiver set. White and shotgun. Man in motion, Shoby. He's got the ball again. No, it's a keeper. And boy, I don't think White got it. I think he was hit and tackled. I believe Dallin Brakefield was the man on the scene. Brings up 4th down, and the Tigers very willing to go for it on 4th down here in the Ute territory at the 46-yard line. The offense stays on the field, and they're going to call a timeout. We're going to take a break here on VTV6. We'll be right back.
It's given me confidence to know that I have the skills, I have the knowledge. It helps me reach one of my goals of becoming a director in the HR field.
I'm right here in my tribal community. You don't have to leave, and you're still getting a high-quality education. Students that I advise and I teach become family, and I hope that they consider me a part of their family.
We're back on VTV Channel 6.
It's given me confidence to know that I have the skills, I have the knowledge.
We're back here on VTV Channel 6 here at Uintah High School. And there's a flag on the field, and it looks like a false start from the Tigers. So after the timeout, their first penalty of the game is a big one. They have 4th and about 1. Turns it into about 4th and 6, and here comes the punting team. So not only does it cost them the yardage, it costs them the opportunity to extend the drive, and the Tigers coach is less than pleased. So in to kick is number 8, Malone Peterson. from the 49-yard line. Peterson gets off a dandy, rolls down to the 15-yard line. Blockers out in front for the Utes. Brakefield with the return, and he gets to about the 33-yard line. So the return game led by Dallin Brakefield has been strong tonight for the Utes. And they mark him down at the 34-yard line, where the Utes set up. It'll be the third possession for the Utes. The first was an interception. The second was an impressive drive. Went 54 yards, and it seemed like only in 5 plays. Oaks in shotgun. Oaks hands off. No, yes, he does hand off. Fooled even me, and we've got holding in the backfield. So anything good that happened is coming back. So Jones had a nice 8-yard run. And it's going to be a holding call. Ashley Regional is a strong supporter of local sports team. Ashley Regional Medical Center is now a level 4 trauma center and has recently been designated as chest pain accredited. And it's Austin Heaps that's going to be diagnosed with chest pain if the Utes don't quit getting penalties. So handoff. Blockers out in front for Jones. Jones gets the corner and then tripped up. Picks up about 5 yards of the 10 yards of penalties earned on the holding. Brings up second and about 14. Have to get to the Ute 44-yard line for a first down. Blitz coming for the Tigers. Ball's thrown out and can't get to it as Leba. And Oaks had to throw a little before he wanted to, rolling to his right, and threw it behind Leba, who dove for it, got hands on it, but couldn't bring it in. Brings up 3rd and long for the Utes. So 2 scoring drives answered by defensive stands, possibly. Utes here have to convert on 3rd and long. Oaks in the backfield, 2 receivers to the right, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Looking to his right, throwing, has a man, it's Leba. Oh, Leba can't bring it in. Boy, it hits his fingertips, diving for it, and nearly intercepted after that was by number 12, Braden Valerio, and he's pretty upset he didn't catch it, but boy, Leba so close to bringing that ball in. So, punt on the last 2 possessions for the Utes. Penalties, undue drives for both teams. McCackney standing on his 15-yard line. Gets off a good punt. Going to land and roll. Takes a big Uintah bounce and gets it to the 21-yard line. And then a bunch of flags. After that ball was just dead, there was whatever happened. For which team, I'm not sure. It's just needless. That ball was rolling to a stop when the flags came out. So waiting for the call from the referee. There's still conferencing. Ball right now placed at the 21-yard line. It's going to be a personal foul penalty against the Tigers. Wow, that's a big one. So it becomes a half of the distance to the goal line, takes them from the 20-yard line to the 10. And so now 15 penalty yards for the Tigers and 30 for the Utes. So, Tigers set up shop. They are on their 10-yard line. White calls for the ball, looking to his right, throws a rocket off the hands of his intended receiver. Can't see who that was. It might have been Sam Lawrence, number 18, the junior. And White threw a laser. So 2nd and 10 from the 10-yard line. White looking right. White steps up in the pocket, holds it. White's going to get a first down. And he gets down to the 29-yard line. And when you have that many receivers in the pattern and the ends get past you on their pass rush, it's pretty easy to step forward and run for big yardage, which White does. First down for the Tigers. They're at the 27-yard line. White looking left, has a man, gets it fingertips, bounces off the first defender, stiff arm, gets to about the 40-yard line, number 25, Dallin Shoby. Dallin is a senior for the Tigers. And he must have stepped out of bounds at the 37-yard line, so he's short of the first down yardage. 9 yards on first down brings up 2nd and 1. White, 2 receivers to each side. White looking to the left side. White throws, and it's complete to number 5, Chase Butler. And Chase Butler for Ogden is a freshman. White quickly to the line, has his troops ready to go. White looking. He's got pressure. White, and taken down, fumble. And I think it was Isaiah Revelez coming in on the blitz and chases him down and then sacks him for a loss. And it's going to be a 5-yard sack. And Revelez coming in with the beautiful mane of hair and takes White down on first down for a big loss. Brings up 2nd and 16 for the Tigers. Isaiah Revelez is a junior. Lining up in the defensive end position. White rolling to his right. Revelez, ooh, it's going to be holding. He should have had him, and so in 2 consecutive plays, Revelez disrupts the Ogden Tiger offensive attack. And without the holding, White would have been sprawled on his backside. Easy call for the referee as they turned his shoulders with the hold. 25th penalty yard against the Tigers, and it's going to back them up into a bigger hole. Spot of the foul infraction moves them back to just inside the 20-yard line. Brings up 2nd and a bazillion. Moon Lake Electric has been in operation since 1938, owned by the people they serve. Moon Lake is a cooperative, not privately owned. White and shotgun. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Revelez nearly gets to the quarterback again, and he throws high while he's being taken down from behind by Hunter Willer. So the defensive line pressure for the Utes is strong right now, disrupting this drive for the Tigers. They had advanced the ball all the way to the 42-yard line and find themselves in a big hole at the 19-yard line. From shotgun, White calls for the ball. White looking up the middle. White under pressure again, throws the ball. Oh, should have been picked off. Should have been picked off. And in on the defense was Dorian Walters, the senior. And the walk of shame as you walk in knowing that was one you should have waltzed in for a pick 6. Well done on the defensive side by Dorian Walters. And what a defensive stand for the Utes, pushing the Tigers back to the 19-yard line and where they'll punt for the 2nd time tonight. There's the punt. Going to be fielded at the 42-yard line. Cutting. Oh, and just stumbles over his own feet. Dallin Brakefield takes it across midfield to the 48-yard line where the Utes will set up shop. Be an Aggie in the Uintah Basin. No matter where you attend, your diploma will have the same 3 renowned words: Utah State University. Visit uintahbasin.usu.edu for details. So the Utes at the 48-yard line. Handoff up the middle. Pounding his way for a first down is Mike Jones. He took a punishment, but I think he delivered a bigger one. And those are powerful yards. And they call it very close to a first down. I'm not sure if they're asking for a measurement or not. And they do ask for the chains to come out of the field. This used to be one of my favorite things in football, before the yellow line advent. And I know we don't have it on VTV Channel 6, so a little bit of mystery as to whether or not they have this. It appears that he does, so they set that up and stretch the chains out, and he might be an inch short. And they do say he's maybe 3 inches short. So it brings up second and a millimeter. So they bring the chains over to make sure the ball's set exactly at the right spot. I'm pretty sure scientists for NASA aren't this exact. So, second and very, very short for the Utes. Why not take a strike here? 3 receivers lining up in the pattern right now. Jones and Walters in the backfield. Took a long time to make sure that was in the right spot. There's the play clock signal. Oaks, Jones, and Walters in the backfield. And we've got flinching going on. And there's the free first down. So after all that measurement, encroachment by the Tigers, and first down for the Utes. 30th penalty yard for the Tigers. The Utes also have 30 penalty yards. In this case, the penalties extending the drive for the Utes. Oaks in shotgun. Oaks kind of in trouble, breaks it back to the left. Oaks gets the edge. Oaks at the 30. He slides and he's out of bounds. And with that slide, I do believe the coaching staff for the Utes says, hey, we're down to 1. Don't take any unnecessary hits. And he slides out of bounds at the 29-yard line. Thursday night game here, kind of a rarity for the Utes. They played a little bit early because they have to play Wednesday next week, and so we have a false start dead ball. Goes against the Utes. So back and forth we go here. So with the UEA weekend next week for Uintah High School, they took the early game Thursday, so they had a longer week to prepare for next week's game. Oh, geez. Linebacker coming across the pattern, and I think it was number 22. Number 22 is McKay Turpin. And same thing, just reading the quarterback's eyes and dragging across that pattern, puts his hands on it, causes the incomplete pass. 3rd and about 6 for the Utes. The Utes are at the 29-yard line. It's a handoff. Jones makes his cut. Jones, he's at the 20 and taken down at the 20 for a first down for the Utes. And Jones is just a load. We talked about that with Kent Taylor, the head coach for Ogden. He knew that Uintah has the big, powerful backs coming out. And right now they're getting those big yards. Little shoulder fake, corner of the end zone, touchdown, Utes! And what a pass from Oaks, and he hits Dallin Brakefield streaking to the corner of the end zone. That is as beautiful as pass you'll see in high school football. Hit his man in stride, in tight coverage, and put it in a spot that only Brakefield could catch it. He does. Big 20-yard pass completion for Oaks, and the Utes take the lead for the first time tonight. McCackney in the kick. Up, and it's good. 14-7, Utes lead. The Savage family founded the Savage Trucking in 1946 with a single truck hauling coal and timber in Utah. Today, they are a leader in supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of our customers across a variety of industries, including electric power generation, coal production, oil refining, railroad, chemical, oil-filled downhole services, and other industries. I want to thank Savage Trucking and all of our sponsors for helping VTV Channel 6 bring you tonight's game. McCackney in the kick after the beautiful pass play from Oaks to Dallin Brakefield. A little bit more of a chip kick. It's going to bounce to the 15-yard line. Oh, it's bouncing on the ground. And the Tigers clearly not ready for it. And Aiden Cleverly comes up and just falls on the ball. And that was dangerous. If it bounces forward towards the Utes, that could have been a recovery by the Utes. So another nice kick by the special teams and great coverage. They'll be at the 18-yard line. White, 4 receivers, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. White calls for the ball, looking to his left, has trouble. Walters, and he underthrows, and coming back, does he catch it? They do say a completion. Wow, coming back to the ball, I believe it was number 10. For the Tigers, that's A.J. Washington, a sophomore, and that ball was, underthrown. The reason is Walters was putting pressure on White, but coming back to the ball was Washington for a nice completion, first down. White steps up, and he gets maybe 3 to the 20, well, I guess they give him to the 29-yard line. And Wheeler in on the tackle. Wheeler having a great season this year for the Utes. So active, always where the ball is. White again, calls for the ball. White passes. Oh, boy. Oh, I thought he was going to catch it. I think that was, oh, boy, I can't tell who it was. Dallin Brakefield, I believe, number 1. And he goes Willie Mays style over the shoulder and nearly comes up with that interception. It does hit him on the fingertips. He lost the ball for a half second in the lights. Otherwise, he makes that interception. And Dallin Brakefield having a heck of a game. Scoring on the touchdown, nearly has the interception. Has had 2 big runs on the kicking game. And White, 5 receivers in the pattern. Man in motion, number 29. White steps up in the pocket. White has 1 to beat. White gets the first down. He's at the 50 where he gets taken down to the 49-yard line of the Utes. Just 1 minute left here in the first quarter. Leba saves, tackles him after he got the first down. and so dangerous with 5 receivers. They're all spread out. Makes it easy for the – and here White doesn't see what he wants. Now he's got his man open. Oh, and it's caught. And he's got a lot of open field, and he's taken down at – oh, they call it a touchdown. It's Aiden Cleverly. Cleverly at the sideline, makes one move after the catch, and then he's off to the races. And we thought the Utes had him tackled, but he just stumbles into the end zone. And that is White just looking downfield. He breaks out of the pocket, and he never takes his eyes off of the downfield receivers. And he sees Cleverly open and throws to him for a nice touchdown throw. That's a 49-yard play. Wow. And there they go. It's tied 14-14. 49-yard touchdown throw from White to Cleverly. 14-14. Utes next possession. B&D RV is proud to sponsor VTV's coverage of local high school football. Whether you are looking for your first RV or your last, B&D will assist you in your purchases. Stop in at 1570 West Highway 40 in Vernal to check out our on-the-lot inventory. So the Tigers to kick from the 40-yard line. Crafty football being played on both sides of the ball. White with a huge touchdown throw. The Utes want to answer here. Here's a line drive kick, and they're going to call offside. So the coverage team got across the line before the ball got over. So we get to redo. Well, the referee doesn't know that he was on live TV when he dropped that ball. So we're not gonna break it to him. So the 5-yard penalty yardage, and now the Tigers kick from the 35, and with Brakefield in the backfield, it just seems like he's waiting to break one tonight. So far, the Utes coverage, or the blocking team on special teams, has been special. So they kick it right to Brakefield. Catches at the 15. He's at the 30 before he runs into anybody. Spinning at the 35 and down at about the 38-yard line. And you just feel it in the air that there is something going to happen tonight with Brakefield's return. So the Utes at the 39-yard line have a chance to extend their good fortune. Their first scoring drive was 54 yards, ended in a Jones 3-yard TD rush. Their second scoring drive was a 20-yard throw from Oaks to Brakefield. And Leba trying to find some space, doesn't find it. And it looks like holding on the Utes was the dirty laundry, hits the field at about the 39-yard line. It is holding, 10 yards against the Utes. Second and 21. No, it'll be second and 20. I thought it was a yard behind the line where the call was. So at the original line of scrimmage is where the flag was thrown. First and 20 for the Utes. Oaks with Walters and Jones. Oaks hands off. No, this is Leba, the ball carrier. Leba caught by the shirt tails and whipped around WWE style, but a nice 13-yard gain. And he brings the ball up to the 43-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 6. And that's the end of the quarter. We're here on VTV, Channel 6 at Uintah High School. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back.
One of the most important aspects of injury or post-surgical recovery can be physical therapy. At Ashley Regional Medical Center, you will always receive one-on-one care from our 2 doctors of physical therapy. They also treat neck, back, muscle, and joint pain and tension headaches. They can screen athletes for muscular imbalances and treat vertigo. And they can make custom hand or wrist braces. If you need physical therapy, ask your physician to send you to the only physical therapy that offers one-on-one care.
Come and see the professionals at Robinson Dental in Roosevelt. We specialize in cleaning, dental implants, whitening. Call us today and schedule your appointment. 435-725-3368.
At B&D RV, we are the Basin's headquarters on providing affordable, comfortable RVs that get you out of the city and into the woods. Whether you're looking for your first RV or your last, here at B&D, we will assist you with your purchase. Stop in today and see our large inventory.
Welcome back to VTV Channel 6. We're streaming live from Uintah High School. Want to thank everyone for joining us here tonight. There's a pitch out. It's Leba. Oh, and Leba's tripped. Just turns upfield when he gets tripped. Brings up 3rd and 3 for the Utes. Hand off to Leba. Leba's got blockers. Leba with the first down. Leba, a lot of room. Leba's gone. Nobody's catching that young man. Wow. And that's a 54-yard touchdown run by Leba. And that blocking, once he hits that second layer of the defense, nobody's catching him. He turns on the jets, and he hits a strike. 54-yard touchdown return. That's incredible. We have seen some magic from Leba this season, and that's just another great example. 54 yards, and once he made that corner, poor angles by the safety and the defensive back, and Leba was gone. McCackney on the kick. Holds good. McCackney up and good. 21-14 for the Utes. Wow, I am still in awe of that run. And of course, you know, you've got the blocking. The Ute receivers continue to show their prowess at blocking. Had that conversation with Scott Mansfield, offensive line coach for the Utes, and he said they better block because they're the ones that complain the most about other people not blocking. So. We had an injured Ute on the field. I didn't see who it was that came off the field, carried by 2 of his teammates. And still hobbling. Hard to see who it is. They're on the far side of the field. So that's the little bit of a delay. So out come the Utes to kick off. And another impressive scoring drive for the Utes. And almost all of those touches were Cruz Leba. Kind of a change of pace. McCackney to kick. McCackney kicks to about the 6-yard line. And Irving Gastelum is the return man, and he gets it up to the Tiger 25-yard line. That's where the Tigers will set up shop. And this is looking to be one of those games. It could end up being 55-54 if the defenses continue to bleed like they have been. We're just barely into the second quarter. Right now, the score is 21-14. White in shotgun. 1 receiver to the right, 3 to the left. White calling for the ball. Rolling to his left. Has the blockers out in front. White in trouble. White taken down by Jones. And Jones patiently fighting, sheds his blocker, and then just grabs White and tackles him for a big loss. 11-yard sack. Brings up 2nd and 21. They mark him down at the 10-yard line, so it's a 10-yard sack. White rolling to his, and there's a handoff, reverse direction. Wow, that is a crafty play call. And then just tackled. And down Brakefield, number 1 for the Utes. Wow, that is just a crafty call. Everything's moving to the right side of the offense, and it's just hit a counter going against the motion of the offense. Handoff. And Brakefield continues to have another dynamic game here for the Utes. Kind of a trips package here for the Tigers on the right side. White rolling that direction. White has a little pressure. Ball fake, trying to get Walters. Walters stays home, and Walters sacks White. Also in there were Murray and Isaiah Reveles. And so 4th down and long. So Walters and Jones both have sacks on this drive, and the Tigers 3 and out. Short punt takes a Tiger bounce, fielded by Cruz Leyba. Leyba has some blockers. Leyba up the sideline. He breaks it inside. Leyba's just short tackled at the 10-yard line. And it's been building all night. And Leyba takes the ball on the bounce. And the downfield blocking was beautiful. Ran out of sideline, had to go inside. And he advances it all the way to the 11-yard line. So big defensive play, big special team play, and the Utes rolling on all 3 phases of football here tonight. From the 11-yard line. Oaks. Oaks with 5 receivers, 3 to the right. Leyba's in motion. It's a pitch to Leyba. Leyba trying to find room, cuts it back up inside, gets inside the 10-yard line, taken down at the 9. The Utes can get a first down without scoring, but they have to get very close to the end line. Multiple substitutions here on offense. Back in at running back are Jones and Walters. Oaks surrounded by his running backs. Oaks keeps it. Oaks looking. Finds some rooms. Cuts it back to the right. Touchdown. Wow. That kid cut on a dime, went left, saw the opening to the right, and went back untouched for the 9-yard score. And for a sophomore, Oaks looks quite polished. Coming in relief after Henderson went down with the injury. Finding the gap in the Tiger defense. Extending the lead, 27-14. McCackney, kick up and good, and man, he kicked it to the track. Robinson Dental is proud to sponsor VTV's coverage of high school football. Call us today to schedule your appointment. We look forward to seeing your smile at Robinson Dental. Well, be sure to catch us Thursday nights at 6:30 on VTV, Channel 6 at the Sports Spin, where you'll see highlights from tonight's game and all of the games that we cover. Remind you that VTV6 is covering every home game for every home team here in the Uintah Basin this season for football. Check out the complete coverage schedule at vtvchannel6.com. 28-14, the Utes lead big. 8 minutes left here in the second quarter. It's an onside kick, and it didn't go 10 yards, and now it does. And I think the Utes have it. It has to go 10 yards before they touch it. And the Utes hovered over the ball, and then they finally do signal Tigers ball. I thought the Utes had it. Well, the Utes not afraid to try some trickery, but in this case gives the Tigers great field position at the 50-yard line. Sacks have undone drives, and we've got a man in motion for the Tigers. White looking to the right side. White in trouble. He eludes the sack. He's at the 40, and he's out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. They mark him out at the 37. Isaiah Revelez with the man with pressure, and he just runs past White. White steps up in the pocket and takes off running. And the Tigers have first down on the Utes' 37-yard line. Trips to the right. White likes to roll that direction when he has trips. He pitches it. It's going to be a fumble, and the Utes might have it. No, it's going to be recovered. I think the ball carrier was Shobi, number 25, the senior. And so on the miscue, pushes it back about 7 yards, where the Tigers will have second down at the 49-yard line. White rolling to the right. White looking downfield. Oh, he throws a laser, and it went right through the hands of Irving Gastelum. I mean, that's a rocket. He just couldn't put his hands on it. And White goes up and gives him a high five and says, we'll get the next one. So we go from a no huddle, hurry-up offense to a huddle offense. Change of pace by the Tigers. Tigers third and long. They're at the 49-yard line. White shotgun, has three to the left. He's looking that way. White steps up in the pocket, looking downfield, throws, has his man, caught and brought down by Walters at the 14-yard line. They mark him down at the 12. Irving Gastelum, the ball carrier, the receiver in that case. And White just waited and waited and waited for him to clear the linebackers, and then he threw, and Walters saves the touchdown. But after a first down, and now first and 12, or first and 10 from the 12-yard line. Three receivers to the right. White has a lone tailback with him. It's going to be a throw into the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown. Well done to Irving Gastelum. And a nice throw, one-on-one coverage, just threw it up to where his guy could get it. Good coverage from the Utes, but a perfectly thrown ball from White. So the Utes try an onside kick, give the short field to the Tigers, and the Tigers take advantage with a 50-yard drive, capped off with a 12-yard throw from White to Gastelum, and on to kick the extra point. Pressure comes from the right side. Good kick, up good, 21-28. The Tigers trail by 7. And the Utes looking to continue good, strong drives. And the kick game would look like it was going to come to life. Kept looking, and Leba breaks a big 45-yard return and makes a real short field where we had a 9-yard touchdown run from Oaks on the last possession. L&L Motor is the #1 rated new car dealer in the Uintah Basin. Visit their new Buick GMC full-service store in Vernal. Next week for the Uintah Utes, they have senior night, and going to try to go with a whiteout. So asking everyone to wear white to that game. You can join us and watch the action live here on VTV Channel 6. Or come down to the stadium, return here, Breakfield. Breakfield's got up to the 37-yard line. And they mark him down, well, they do mark him down at the 35. Another strong return for the Utes. Down Breakfield this time gets to the 35-yard line. Enjoy reliable wireless coverage and unbeatable speeds from Strata Networks, the company that brings you more local cell sites than any other carrier. Nationwide 4G LTE coverage and the latest devices from your favorite brands. Handoff to Jones. Jones on the right side. Jones at the 45, looking for contact. And he finds a willing partner in number 78. So nearing midfield at the 46, Utes 1st and 10. Oaks. Jones in the backfield. Handoff is to Jones. Jones up the middle. Jones spinning, pounding his way to the 45-yard line. And this is just good play calling from the Utes sideline. The Tigers have no idea who's going to hit them. It's Leba, it's the Breakfield brothers, it's Jones, it's Walters. Looking to the sideline after the defense shows their hand. Oaks, handoff to Leba. Leba, first down yardage, down to the 38-yard line. Oaks hands off to Leba, hit right at the time when they hand it off. And it's a big hit. It's number 78 again. That's Harrison Pickett, 6'1" senior. And he was there right when the ball handed off, and the Utes may be lucky to hang on to that one. Dropped for a small loss, 2nd and 12 for the Utes at the 40-yard line. Oaks, handoff again to Leba. Leba pushes forward to about the 34-yard line. Brings up 3rd and 6 for the Utes. Oaks with Leba in the backfield, rolling to his left. Leba switches the hand, holding call on the field. It looks like initially Leba has the first down, but the dirty laundry at the 34-yard line. Looking for the call from the referee. Holding is the call against the Utes. Cost them 10. They'll bring up third and about 16 to go. Penalty yards right now, 55 yards for the Utes here in the first half against 35 for the Tigers. Third and 16, Oaks has Jones in the backfield. Oaks rolling to his right. Oaks looking downfield, has a man open, but boy, just threw it out of bounds. He had Corbin Allen, number 11, wide open in the flat, and didn't like what he saw and chucked it out of bounds. So from the 44-yard line, what's the call? Right now the offense is staying on the field, and now they do switch it out. McCackney coming to kick. 7-point lead here for the Utes. And Coach Heap says, we've gave them one short field, let's not give them another. So going to try to pin them deep here. McCackney back to kick. No, this is not McCackney. I believe it's Perez going to kick. Big high kick. Lands at the, oh boy, landed at the 10-yard line. And Corbin Allen down, could not get his hand on it, rolls into the end zone, so touchback. And the Tigers will set up at the 20-yard line. And Allen was inches away from it, just pounds the turf in frustration. Ashley Regional has two great orthopedic surgeons, Dr. Burke Young, who has years of experience, and Dr. Adam Madsen, new to Ashley Regional, but not new to the Uintah Basin. Adam was the quarterback for Uintah High School during his high school years. Thank both of the doctors and Ashley Regional for supporting us here tonight. There's that counter action. Ball carrier's number 25, Dallin Shoby, and he just runs out of real estate and ends up being a loss, and the Utes staying home on that one. Beat me once, shame on you. Beat me twice, shame on me, and the Utes learned from the first one. So, second at about 13. Man in motion. White looking to the left side. White puts one up in the air, goes over the head of the receiver, and I'm not sure he knew it was coming. Intended receiver, I believe, is number 18, Sam Lawrence. And he didn't look for it until late. He actually had a step on the Ute defender. I think that was, might have been Leba or even Peterson. Not sure who was on that right edge for the defense. So White third, 13 to go. Calls for the ball. Looking to the left side, rolling to the right. Throws the ball, has a man. It's complete to Gastelum. Gastelum, first down yardage and knocked out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Brakefield knocks him out of bounds. Actually, Walters was the man that knocked him out. So third and long, converted by White to Gastelum. 36-yard line, first and 10 for the Tigers. White, three receivers to the left, looks that direction. Waiting. White goes to the right side, nothing there right now. He throws, has a man, and just couldn't get enough mustard on it. Gastelum was the intended receiver, and White just couldn't get to him even though he was open. Second and 10. Great coverage by the Ute secondary in that play. White looking to that left side where he had three receivers, had to break it off. And then the defensive line put pressure so he couldn't step up into his throw. White from shotgun. White looking right and throws out. Intended receiver is number 25, Dallin Shoby. And just didn't have enough time Tried to throw the little loft pass, and Shelby couldn't run underneath it. Moon Lake Electric has been providing power to the area since 1938. Find and like them on Facebook. White looking left. White comes back right, has Gastelum. Gastelum at the 50. Gastelum. And tracked down by Dustin Brakefield after he gets a big gain to the 22-yard line. So the Tigers are with an impressive drive. White looking to the right side. White, nobody there, rolling, throwing, and throws out of bounds. And the offensive line providing a lot of time on this particular drive for White to scan that downfield. He's looking at his second and third receivers. And the front four, the defensive front four, here comes pressure showing from the Utes. Here comes a blitz. Oh, and the blitz doesn't get to the quarterback, but Corbin Allen disrupts the play and has a little bit of tip on the ball. Double blitz from both edges. In this case, Corbin Allen comes right at the quarterback and uses that big, tall, 6'5" frame of his and tips the ball, makes an incomplete pass. Good defensive pressure call from the Utes. 3rd and 10 from the 22-yard line. Man in motion is Gastelum, looking to the right, throwing high, incomplete. Dallin Brakefield had as much a chance of that ball as anybody. Intended receiver was Chase Butler for the Tigers, huddling up on 4th down. Offense stays on the field, down by 7. Lawrence and Cleverly on the left side. White. Keeps it. Fakes. Throws as he's hit. Oh, picked off by the Utes. I believe that's Sterling Tomato. Number 20, it is Sterling Tomato with a big interception. And White under duress threw one on 4th down. Might as well. It's going to be a turnover anyway. Maybe something good happens, but Sterling Tomato does his work and gets a pick here tonight, the senior for the Utes. Oaks looking to throw, has a man open, hits him, he gone! Dustin Brakefield with the high step into the end zone. Wow. And that's how you answer. You get the interception, and in one play, go 65 yards the other way. Tomato with the interception, and Oaks hits Dustin Brakefield for a big touchdown, and McCackney with the point after. And Utes rolling 35-21. Savage Trucking, the Savage family founded the company in 1946 with a single truck hauling coal and timber in Utah. Today, they are a leader in supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of our customers across a variety of industries, including electric power generation, coal production, oil refining, railroad, chemical oil-filled downhill services, and other industries. So the big play on first down from the 35-yard line. Oaks hits his slot receiver who just ran a fly pattern and caught the defensive back standing flat-footed. And probably one of the easiest pitch and catch touchdowns you'll see all season long. McCackney, big kick. This one's going to be a touchback. And McCackney showing his array of kicks. High kicks that land at the 5-yard line, touchbacks, onside kicks. Special teams play strong again for the Utes tonight. 2 minutes left here in the first half. Utes lead 35-21. Aggies are everywhere with 2 convenient locations in Vernal and Roosevelt. USU, Uintah Basin makes a college degree possible with your schedule in your hometown. Visit uintahbasin.usu.edu for details. Looking deep, White has a man and just throws it out of bounds. Intended receiver number 9, Aiden Cleverly. Dustin Brakefield in on the coverage. Little stack pattern on the right side of the offense for the Tigers. Looking left, shoulder fake, coming back right. Runs out of real estate, tackled for a big loss. Tackler on this case is Hunter Wheeler, number 43. Having another big game. Hunter Wheeler is a senior. Plays outside linebacker for the Utes. Timeout on the field. We're going to take a short timeout here at VTV6.
Do you surf the net every time you shop? Well, forget the hard drive and make the short drive down to L&L. We have the best selection in the basin. At L&L, we're making the car buying experience all that it can be because we're not here just to sell you a car. We're here to build a long, happy relationship. L&L Motor, people you know, people who care.
Founded in 1946 by the Savage family with a single truck, today, Savage is the leader in supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of our customers across a variety of industries. We are a proud sponsor of high school sports coverage and the community here in the Uintah Basin.
Welcome back to VTV Channel 6 here at Uintah High School, where the Utes lead the Tigers 35-21. Timeout taken on the field. 1:31 left. Tigers trying to make something happen on 3rd and long after the sack by Wheeler. White looking to the left side, throws, caught at the 15, and then just hanging on his Leba till his buddies can get there. No, that was not Leba, it was number 9, Isaiah Smith, the junior. And had a host of friends help tackle him for a short gain, brings up 4th and 10 from the 20-yard line. And on the field for the Tigers comes the punting team. So each team with 1 turnover in the game. interceptions thrown by both quarterbacks. The last turnover by the Tigers led to a scoring drive, a one-play scoring drive. The snap very high, and the Tigers fortunate to hang on to it and kicked out of bounds. Going to be a very short field for the Utes. They mark it down at the 43-yard line. And with 1:14 left in the half, the Utes, with the quick strike tonight, could possibly get it done. And McCackney's got a big enough leg. If they get to the 30-yard line, they're well within his kicking distance. So the Utes first down at the 43-yard line. Oaks calls Brakefield in motion. Brakefield, Oaks going to throw back to Allen. Allen makes the first guy miss, has blockers downfield. Allen at the 30, spinning, still on his feet, pushing, and finally taken out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. What a nice play call from Allen. Allen's hiding in the slot. They had Brakefield go in motion, so everything is going right. And Allen just steps back and has one guy to beat, picks up the first down. And the clock rolls after the first down markers are set. Oaks using all his weapons tonight. Oaks throws, it's high. Oh my gosh! One of the most spectacular catches you will ever see by Cruz Leyba. Up with one hand over the middle of the defense and brings it down at the 14-yard line. The magic continues to happen for the Utes. Oaks, man in motion is Corbin Allen. Low snap, rolling to his right, looking, has a man, throws it at his feet. It looks like it might be caught, it is. And there's a timeout on the field with the completion, keeps it in bounds, so the Utes have to spend a timeout. We'll keep it here with 28 seconds left in the half. B&D RV is proud to sponsor VTV's coverage of local high school football. Whether you're looking for your first RV or your last, B&D will assist you in your purchases. Stop in at 1570 West Highway 4 in Vernal to check out our on-the-lot inventory. Cruz Leyba made one of the most spectacular one-handed catches you'll see. And if you are a Ute fan, you'll want to catch this replay on VTV Channel 6. And you'll see that replay, I do believe, on the Sports Spin later next week. Thursday night at 6:30. Catch all the highlights from all the games throughout the Uintah Basin. Monster play candidates are going to be plenty from tonight's game. That one-handed grab might be on the L&L Monster replay of the week. Check it out. Oaks in trouble, throws. No, he doesn't throw. He gets tackled for a loss. He's going to be down at about the 14-yard line. Clock's running with 16 seconds left. Oaks, third down. Oaks sets his charges and just spikes it. So 8 seconds left, and they're going to bring on McCackney and the kicking team. So from the 14-yard line, that'll make it a 32-yard field goal attempt for McCackney. 31-yard he sets up. Leyba's got it at the 21-yard line. McCackney kicks, looks good, it is good. McCackney with the 31-yard kick. And so the Utes extend their lead right at the end of the half, 4 seconds left. The Utes lead 38-21. and we'll have a chance to kick off here in a few seconds. Robinson Dental is proud to sponsor VTV's coverage of high school football. Call us today to schedule your appointment, where we look forward to seeing your smile at Robinson Dental. Well, at halftime, we'll replay a segment from the Sports Spin. Kevin Dixon, if you missed it earlier in the telecast, we'll replay that. Kevin Dixon, been around high school sports. We had him on an interview. He said he started coaching in 1979 as the volleyball coach and continues to support Uintah High School athletics even to this day. McCackney to kick, 4 seconds left. McCackney just kicks it out of the back of the end zone. Oh, it's still a live ball. It bounced at the 1-yard line. The Tigers pick it up. And a return, big collision at the sideline. And that's going to end the half. Wow, I thought that ball was going to roll in the end zone. So did everyone else. And there it died. Picked up by number 9. Number 9 is Aiden Cleverly. And that ends the half. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll be right back after these messages.
Moon Lake Electric, we are a locally owned cooperative with a deep history of providing dependable and affordable electric service to its customers for over 75 years. With a state-of-the-art electrical system, we are setting a standard for excellence in the electric utility industry. We are proud to call this place home, and we are happy to support our local schools and athletes. Find and like us on Facebook for energy-saving tips. Moon Lake Electric, keeping the power on.
It's given me confidence to know that I have the skills, I have the knowledge. It helps me reach one of my goals of becoming a director in the HR field.
I'm right here in my tribal community. You don't have to leave, and you're still getting a high-quality education. Students that I advise and I teach become family, and I hope that they consider me a part of their family.
It's given me confidence to know that I have the skills, I have the knowledge. It helps me reach one of my goals of becoming a director in the HR field.
I'm right here in my tribal community. You don't have to leave, and you're still getting a high-quality education. Students that I advise and I teach become family, and I hope that they consider me a part of their family.
Welcome back to VTV Channel 6. We're at halftime. The marching band just finished up their performance. And on the field now, the Uintah drill team, state and national champions. Last year, I guess they were runner-up state and went on to win nationals. So we're going to let their performance speak for themselves and enjoy this performance. Well, there you had it, the drill team and the cheerleaders performing here at halftime. And with just a few minutes left, we're going to throw it to the sports spin where we had Coach, well, now not so much a coach, but Kevin Dixon, longtime coach and youth supporter. Check it out here, the sports spin. We're back on the sports spin presented by Uintah Basin Healthcare. Now it's time for the spin cycle. Well, when you think of Uintah Utes and sports, first name that comes to my mind is Kevin Dixon. Kevin, thanks for joining us.
Great to be here.
Yeah, and I mean, you've been around the Utes for what? Better part of 3 decades?
Yes. Came in 1979. First assignment, I was an assistant volleyball coach at the junior high with Louise Mertz. She was the head coach, and continued to coach all the way through.
Kevin, I think I was 10 at the time, so.
Yeah,
You know,
probably.
Okay.
1979, you were 10, I was 4. What was your favorite sports year of all time with the Utes? I mean, 79 to present day.
I don't know. Hard to say. That obviously you look at a couple years, the state championship in football, a couple state championships in wrestling. But you know, the thing is, when the season's over, it's the relationships with kids, and they all kind of blend together after a while. You see the kids down. The best part of coaching is seeing adults, that kids that you coached that were kids, and now they're very responsible adults.
Yeah, lots of changes. What would you say sports-wise from 79 to 2016? What kind of changes have you seen in sports programs from, you know, when you started till now?
You know, it's hard to. You'd love to say, oh, everything was so much better back then, but it's amazing how much it is the same.
Yeah.
You have kids that have a passion for the sport. You have coaches that love kids and have a passion for the sport. You have parents that really want their kids to be successful. And where everybody wants people to succeed, some interesting things happen. But some of them are not real positive, and most of them are just absolutely incredible. And the thing is, when you look at it, you have some problems every now and then through the season. When season's over, you shake hands, and truly, you have great relationships the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So for the most part, it seems like sports are just fun to be part of. So much so that in your retirement, I see you hanging out a lot at the high school.
Yeah,
Tell
I do.
us about your life after being the AD and then kind of in charge
Yeah, I
of
was
so much.
the AD. Now I just get to come and watch, and I get to sit in the stands with the real experts and listen to how you should have made the call.
Everyone's an expert 3 rows up, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why I sit behind the bench on the basketball, so I can give my 2 cents in.
But I understand that completely. I would have coached the Jazz to probably 15 championships by now. Don't even know who's on the other team, don't even know the schedule, but just because I am magical, Jerry Sloan, come on. I could out-coach him any day, right?
Yeah.
Well, the school district's like a bad drug for you. You've retired, and now I hear you're running for the school board?
Running for school board, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
And
good to have a
chance
guy
to serve.
with sports on the forefront of his mind sitting on the board,
Yeah,
perhaps.
yeah.
We'll see
For
what
me,
the
Kevin's,
elections happen.
you know, I mean, he's not in my district, but if I were to vote, I'd vote for Kevin to get me a
well, I
sports guy
appreciate
on
that.
there, so.
But I do want people to know I'm more than just sports.
No, you are, and you know, I can honestly say that I don't know anyone that did his job with more passion than you did, and I loved working with you as a coach, and what you expected out of me and what you expected out of your staff, and then what you provided back was amazing.
I appreciate that. That's a great.
So we got one of the sports things happening right now is the Utes are going to host Ogden. You got a prediction for that game?
Utes by 40.
Utes by 40, the clock's going to run. You heard it here on the Spin Cycle. Kevin, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for coming, Kevin. Good luck.
Appreciate all you've done for our community. We'll be right back after these messages.
Come and see the professionals at Robinson Dental in Roosevelt. We specialize in cleaning, dental implants, whitening. Call us today and schedule your appointment. 435-725-3368.
At B&D RV, we are the Basin's headquarters on providing affordable, comfortable RVs that get you out of the city and into the woods. Whether you're looking for your first RV or your last, here at B&D, we will assist you with your purchase. Stop in today and see our large inventory.
Do you surf the net every time you shop? Well, forget the hard drive and make the short drive down to L&L. We have the best selection in the Basin. At At L&L, we're making the car buying experience all that it can be because we're not here just to sell you a car. We're here to build a long, happy relationship. L&L Motor, people you know, people who care.
Founded in 1946 by the Savage family with a single truck, today, Savage is the leader in supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of our customers across a variety of industries. We are a proud sponsor of high school sports coverage and the community here in the Uintah Basin.
At Moon Lake Electric, we are a locally owned cooperative with a deep history of providing dependable and affordable electric service to its customers for over 75 years. With a state-of-the-art electrical system, we are setting a standard for excellence in the electric utility industry. We are proud to call this place home, and we are happy to support our local schools and athletes. Find and like us on Facebook for energy-saving tips. Moon Lake Electric, keeping the power on.
Welcome back to VTV Channel 6. Mark Mason here at Uintah High School. We're streaming live tonight, and the Utes rolling up 38-21 over the Ogden Tigers. And, man, a lot of scoring, a lot of possessions all season long, all the games we've covered. The most possessions in a half between two teams that I've been to has been 13, and in that first half there was 17 possessions. And a lot of scoring on both sides of the ball. There, the kickoff went by Trevin McCackney into the end zone, touchback. Start the second half. The Tigers with the ball at the 20-yard line. Hey, we've got the Sports Spin Monster replays from L&L Motor up. You can check them out at the Sports Spin on Instagram and vote for it on Twitter and Facebook. Check it out. We've got Union Cougars. We've got Uintah Utes. And two Ute plays, so check it out. Ball's on the turf. It's an incomplete pass. Second and 10 for the Tigers. Well, after a fun halftime, here on a Thursday night, kind of a rarity for the Utes. Preparing for the short week next week, have a game Wednesday night with UEA. Tigers late in the play clock getting set. White throws, batted down at the line of scrimmage. Didn't see who it was, but in that vicinity were Mike Jones, number 25, and also Austin Murray, the senior. Could have even been Jacoby Mold right there. Third and 10. White in the backfield. Shotgun. Blitz comes from the edge. It's Allen. Allen pushes White out, hits as he throws. Ball's in the air, complete. Still on his feet at the 45-yard line. It's Aiden Cleverly, number 9. And wow, White lucky to get that one off. Hit from behind by Corbin Allen. And he somehow gets that ball up to Cleverly, and they advance the ball across midfield to the Ute 45-yard line. 1st and 10 there for the Tigers. Three receivers to the right this time for White. Rolling that way. White keeps it. White's at the 30. White's at the 25, the 20. Running out of real estate, cutting it back in and taken down by Dallin Brakefield. Also, Isaiah Smith. So the Tigers coming out and have the ball 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. Wow. And just like that, 2 pass plays, and the Tigers in the red zone looking to score. White, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. It's a handoff up the middle, and kind of stacked up and slowly developing, then pushed forward. 25, Dallin Shobe, and Brakefield in on the tackle. Second, 4 to go from the 5-yard line. Tigers doing it in a hurry here. White calls for the ball. Handoff again, and this time nothing doing. And taken down that time by Isaiah Reveles, number 3, the junior. Brings up 3rd and 5. Can't get a first down without scoring at the 1-yard line. Into more of a power set. 1 receiver to the right. They do like that quick slant here. Rolling that direction. In trouble. Pitched outside. And well done by the Tigers. It's a score. The pitch goes to number 1, Irving Gastelum. And that was well executed. And White held on to the ball to the very last second and then pitched a hard strike out to Gastelum, who scores. And out comes the kicking team. Wow, the Tigers did that in a hurry. Only 2 minutes and 22 seconds off the game clock. And that kick is no good. Blocked by the Utes. So the Utes special teams continue to roll here in the second half. But that was an impressive scoring drive. 6-yard touchdown. And now to kick. L&L Motor is the #1 rated new car dealer in the Uintah Basin. Visit our new Buick GMC full-service store in Vernal. I want to thank L&L Motor for sponsoring the Sports Spin, a new sports show in its 2nd season on VTV Channel 6. And you can see the L&L Motor monster replays. You can check them out at the Sports Spin on Instagram, on Twitter, and on Facebook. Facebook's VTV Channel 6's Facebook page. Check those out. Vote for your favorite plays. And thanks to L&L Motor helping you bring that. And the straggler for the Tigers comes onto the field. Big kick, going to be fielded at about the 4-yard line. Dallin Brakefield doing it again. Brakefield up to the 39-yard line this time. They mark him down at the 40. So a 36-yard return for Brakefield. The Utes will have their first possession of the second half at the 40-yard line. Oaks in shotgun. Oaks, handoff. Ball carrier is Cruz Leba. Leba gets about 3 yards on first down. So 2nd and 7 for the Utes. Handoff again. Leba maybe gets a yard. Couldn't get much going. Tackled by number 93, Gavin Hill, the senior for Ogden. So the Utes 3rd and 6. Gonna have maybe an offsides. The flag came up, and Jones gets the first down, waiting for the, no, it's going to be a penalty against the Utes. So illegal procedure is what they call, and the one complaining the most is number 5, Dustin Brakefield. I'm not sure what exactly happened there, but so penalty yards here in the first half. That's the first penalty yards for each team, and the Utes with a 5-yard penalty brings up 3rd and 11. And that's the kind that drives a coach crazy. So 3rd and 11 for the Utes, looking to the sideline for the play. Oaks has Jones in the backfield with him, 3 to the right, looking that direction. Shoulder fake, throws back to Jones. Jones has a whole bunch of blockers in front. Cuts back at the 45, taken down at the 42-yard line. Beautiful design there. And execution by Oaks and Jones. And the Utes advance across the 50-yard line where they have 1st and 10 at the Tiger 42. Oaks keeps it himself. No, it's a handoff, and it's Jones. Jones gets about a yard to the 41-yard line. 2nd and 9. And the Utes going into kind of a hurry-up look. Oaks, hand off to Jones. Jones switches hands. Jones hit at about the 33-yard line. And he takes it down where they mark him down, maybe at the 32. And they back it up to the 33-yard line, makes it 3rd and 1. Handoff kept by Oaks. Oaks looking downfield, has a man. It's Corbin Allen. Allen spins in. Allen with the nice spin move, and he scores a touchdown. 32-yard strike from Oaks to Corbin Allen with the beautiful spin move. And the Utes answer the bell. And for a big, tall guy, Allen has quick feet. We're working on the sideline. And he just deceptive speed and beats the defense in. McCackney to kick. It's a fake, thrown into the end zone, and it's caught for the two-point conversion. And I believe it's Trevor Slaw, the senior, with the conversion. And what a play. Leba takes the fake, rolls to his left, and finds Trevor Slaw for the two-point conversion. And when the Utes now lead 46-27. Strata Networks is a proud sponsor of VTV's live coverage of high school football. Stop in to Strata store today and ask about their new unlimited talk and text plan for only $20 a month. Now you can have the plan you love at a price you love too. And the Utes rewarding those coming out on a Thursday night. And they're hitting on all cylinders tonight. And so many options. Slaw, Allen, Brakefield, Tomeno with the interception. Oaks with the TD run. So many things going on for the Utes and so many things going right. Kick off is fielded at and down at the 18-yard line. The Tigers will have their second possession of the second half, and their first possession was a beauty. Two big passes, ended up with a 6-yard rushing touchdown on the option play. And White picking apart the secondary on that first possession. Let's see if the Utes backs will get a little stiffer here. White looking to the left side. White is going to go with the screen, throws it a little bit low. It's going to be an incomplete pass. Second and 10 for the Tigers. And a somewhat unusual quiet night. We can hear the coaching staff of the Tigers all the way up here in the booth call, and this is their power set from the Tigers. It's a keeper option play. They scored on this. There's the cutback up to about the 25-yard line. Leaves them short of the first down by about 2 yards. Brakefield brothers and Isaiah Roberts in on the tackle there. And the Tigers down 46-27, third and about 3. It's the handoff up the middle, snuffed out by the Utes and backed up. They give them forward progress to about the 25-yard line, brings up 4th and short. And the Tigers send in the punting unit. So on 4th and short, deep in their own territory, the Tigers opt to punt. Back to receive for the Utes are Leba and Brakefield, Dallin Brakefield. Low line drive punt, bounces on the turf. Leba picks it up. Leba goes left side, makes the first guy miss, and then gets stacked up at the 45-yard line. And then a flag comes out. And I didn't see if there was a holding or not. So often on the return game, it's the holds. Waiting for the referee to make the call. It's holding against the Utes. 10 more penalty yards for the Utes, 15 in the second half. And the Utes will have their second possession. Nice defensive stand there. And the Tigers made it look so easy on the first possession. And the Utes figured it out, dug in and caused a punt. So now 1st and 10 after the penalty at the 34-yard line. Oaks hands off to Jones. Jones piles forward for about 3 yards. On a game with so much passing, extends the game time. Game started at about 7, already into the second hour. Oaks keeper, and drives forward to about the 41-yard line. Brings up 3rd and short. Oaks has 2 receivers on each side and Jones in the backfield. It's a handoff to Jones. Jones piles forward, and Jones has what looks to be first down yardage. They mark him down at about the 44-yard line, was where the sticks are as well. And with that spot, they should have it, and they do give him the first down. So 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line, doing it on the ground. And at this point, with 3:52 left in the third quarter, coaching staff for the Utes clearly wanting to see that clock run. And Jones goes off the field a hair slow. So it'll be Oaks and Leba in the backfield. Receivers to the left and right will be 2 on each side. Oaks hands off to Leba. Leba has some blockers, cuts back inside. Leba at the 50-yard line and makes the contact. Gets about 3 yards after the initial contact. 9 yards on first down. Ashley Regional Medical Center is a strong supporter of local sports teams. They are also now level 4 level 4 trauma center, and they've recently been designated as chest pain accredited. 2nd and 1 to go. Oaks with Leba in the backfield. Oaks looking to throw, has a guy open, no. Throws over everybody. Dallin Brakefield, the intended receiver. Third and short, so clearly they thought with 1 yard to go we can pick that up. Walters coming into the backfield with Oaks. Thought, why not take a strike down the field and see if we can score a touchdown. Seen a similar scoring play like that earlier in the game, so that's a handoff to Leba. Leba with the first down. Leba breaks it to the right side, dancing, trying to find room, and then met by a host of Tigers, taken down at the 41-yard line. First down, Utes. Moon Lake Electric has been in operation since 1938. Owned by the people they serve, Moon Lake is a cooperative, not privately owned. If you like watching football on VTV Channel 6, find our sponsors like Moon Lake Electric on Facebook and tell them thanks for bringing us tonight's game. So a Ute going off kind of gingerly. It looked like it was number 66, Jacoby Mold, the junior. He makes it to the sideline. So the Utes content to see this clock run. 2:32 left here in the third period. Oaks Trying to see what the defense is going to give. Looks to the sideline for the call. In the backfield with him is Dorian Walters. And we're going to have a false start penalty on first down. Oh, timeout. No. Okay, it's timeout Utes. We're going to take a timeout here, VTV 6. We'll be right back.
It's given me confidence to know that I have the skills, I have the knowledge. It helps me reach one of my goals of becoming a director in the HR field.
I'm right here in my tribal community. You don't have to leave, and you're still getting a high quality education. Students that I advise and I teach become family, and I hope that they consider me a part of their family.
Come and see the professionals at Robinson Dental in Roosevelt. We specialize in cleaning, dental implants, whitening. Call us today and schedule your appointment. 435-725-3368.
Welcome back to VTV Channel 6, the timeout by the Utes. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line of the Tigers. Oaks to throw. Oaks hits Brakefield. Hit as he caught the ball and taken down at the 31-yard line. It is very close to a first down. And that might have been Corbin Allen on the reception. Oaks keeps, fakes the throw, gets the first down and a little bit more. Oh, and here's a flag. And it was thrown from the far sideline, Judge. And then picked up and thrown again at the Tigers. But it goes against the Utes. Ten-yard penalty from the spot of the infraction. Brings up 2nd and about 6, I would say. And interesting. Not really sure what happened. Missed the call. The Utes had picked up the first down, then the flag came out, and they threw it back into the Tigers' backfield, then marched off 10 against the Utes. So there's a handoff to Jones. Jones gets back what was lost. First down and taken out of bounds at the 22-yard line. And they mark him at the 23. Well, that's how you do it. If you're going to give up 10 penalty yards, just hand it back to your sledgehammer. Let him go to work, working on the left edge of the defense, and Jones finally forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. Handoff goes Leba. Leba blocking upfield. Leba breaks it back to the left. Leba, can he get to the corner? No, taken down at about the 1-yard line. What a beauty of a run. Cutting inside to the right, back to his left, and then just taken down. And they mark him down at the 2. 1st and goal from the Utes at the 2-yard line. Another beautiful run by Cruz Leba. In the backfield with Oaks is Jones. 2 yards to go. Oaks looking, throws to the corner of the end zone. It's caught. And it's going to be Dallin Brakefield doing a little dance and gets the penalty. I think it was worth it. Excessive celebration, but it was good dancing nonetheless. And he does it right in front of the referee. He had no choice but to call that. So it'll be an unsportsmanlike penalty against the Utes. Probably he'll march it off on the kick, on the kickoff. Little conversation being had. We are Utah's State University. You earn a degree in business, education, nursing, natural resources, and many more areas of study at USU Uintah Basin. Visit uintahbasin.usu.edu for details. And in come the referees. And out they go. And goes the penalty yardage. Unsportsmanlike against the Utes. Excessive dancing by Dallin Brakefield. And maybe they got penalized because it was poor dancing. I'm not sure. I liked the moves, but apparently the guys in stripes did not. So the extra point conversion going to be taken from the 18-yard line. That makes it about a 35-yard attempt for McCackney. He's got plenty of leg. Snap is good, hold is good. And he got it. No, pushed it to the left. So with the 2-yard touchdown pass from Oaks to Dallin Brakefield, the Utes extend their lead, 52-27. 53 seconds left here in the third quarter. And that quarter went quick. The Utes doing that one mostly on the ground. And the best penalty yardage we've seen all year from the Utes with the dancing from Dallin Brakefield cost the Utes an extra point. McCackney to kick from the 40-yard line. Doubling up right now on the Tigers. Waiting for the whistle from the referees. And that's a long drum roll from the band. Here's the whistle. Fielded at the 5-yard line, it's a reverse. And it's just snuffed out by the Utes. And the first guy on the scene, I believe, was Dallin Brakefield. Also there was Sterling Tomeno. So from the 15-yard line, third possession for the Tigers. The first one touchdown, second one punt. White up under center. The power set, 2 tight ends. Looking to throw. Double move, underthrown, oh! And it's just great defense. Sterling Tomeno should have had a pick, but he breaks it up at the 46-yard line. And that was a double move inside, outside. And Tomeno stays home and breaks up the pass play. When they go to that power set, they put the one receiver far out to the right and Tomeno on his own. White looking downfield, waiting, rolling to his right now. He's going to keep it. White at the 16-yard line and pushed out of bounds at the 20. Brings up 3rd and 5 for the Tigers. The Savage family founded Savage Trucking in 1946 with a single truck hauling coal and timber in Utah. Today they are a leader in supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of their customers across a variety of industries. Thanks for Savage Trucking helping us bring you tonight's game. White, pressure. White rolling to his right, hit as he throws. Pressure came from Isaiah Rivelas up the middle. And Ravella is having a great game. Fourth and 5. There is a penalty marker on the turf. It's going to go against the Tigers. It's holding. It's going to be enforced from the 11-yard line, half the distance to the goal, and that's a bad one. So they're going to be punting in the shadow of the goalpost from their own end zone. And the Utes set up to receive it about the 45-yard line. So the Utes going to be in great shape on this possession. Oh, fumbled in the end zone, picked up, and just got off a punt, and it goes out of bounds about the 31-yard line, and they mark it down at the 33-yard line where the Utes will have it. Boy, scary moment for the Tigers. Fumbled the punt in the end zone, and Utes bringing pressure. Gets off a punt. Didn't get much on it, but lucky to get it out of the end zone, and the Utes have a great possession here to start at the 33-yard line of the Tigers. So third possession for the Utes. The first two possessions ended up in touchdowns. This one with a short field at the 33-yard line of the Tigers. Jones in the backfield with Oaks. Two on the right, two on the left for receivers. Motion man is Leba. It's a pitch to Leba. Leba cuts it up the middle. Leba, first down, and taken down at the 22-yard line. So the Utes first and 10 at the 22-yard line. Timeout on the field. We're going to take it. No, that's the end of the third quarter. We're going to take a timeout here at VTV6. We'll be back for the fourth quarter of this game.
One of the most important aspects of injury or post-surgical recovery can be physical therapy. At Ashley Regional Medical Center, you will always receive one-on-one care from our 2 doctors of physical therapy. They also treat neck, back, muscle, and joint pain and tension headaches. They can screen athletes for muscular imbalances and treat vertigo. And they can make custom hand or wrist braces. If you need physical therapy, ask your physician to send you to the only physical therapy that offers one-on-one care.
Do you surf the net every time you shop? Well, forget the hard drive and make the short drive down to L&L. We have the best selection in the basin. At L&L, we're making the car buying experience all that it can be because we're not here just to sell you a car. We're here to build a long, happy relationship. L&L Motor, people you know, people who care.
Welcome back to Uintah High School, where the Utes have first and 10 at the 22-yard line of the Tigers. Given the short field, Oaks spinning out of trouble, looking downfield, into coverage, but caught! It's Dallin Brakefield with the big catch, and Oaks continues to have a magical night. He just pitched up a ball, and Dallin Brakefield was covered, and he just trusted his guy would go up and get it. And he went to the highest point and brought it down. And with restraint, no dancing from the Brakefields on that play. Wow, 22-yard strike from Oaks to Brakefield.
The kick is good.
Kick up and good by Trevin McCackney. Utes rolling 59-27. 11:50 left here in tonight's game. B&D RV is proud to sponsor VTV's coverage of local high school football. Whether you are looking for your first RV or your last, B&D will assist you in your purchases. Stop in at 1570 West Highway 40 in Vernal to check out our on-the-lot inventory.
59 awesome push-ups from the cheerleaders.
That last pass play from Oaks to Brakefield. Brakefield is just covered in the corner of the end zone. And Oaks throws an outside shoulder pass. And down Brakefield just goes up and get it. Oaks, for a sophomore coming in, third on the depth chart, playing great in JV football, comes in as the starter after the injury to Henderson. And Brody Franks with the hand surgery. And there's a pitch back to Gastello. And wow, the wheels are spitting off the wagon here for the Tigers right now.
Dropped down by Sterling Tomato and Mitchell Tucker.
And Sterling Tomato, number 20 for the Utes. He's a senior, continuing to have another great night for himself. He brought down the ball carrier. And so now the Tigers set up here. And they're at the 12-yard line. A long field for them. White under center. Big drop back looking. Nobody open, still nobody open. Gonna throw it out of bounds. Second and 10 from the 12-yard line. White, shotgun, White looking to his right, finds his man, it's caught and knocked out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. Looks like he has enough for first down yardage, and he does. That's Chase Butler. Sterling Tomato in on the tackle again. Another first down for the Tigers from the 23-yard line. Shifting the protection from Shelby to the right side. He rolls the left. White in trouble. White's going to keep. White brought down by Sterling Tomato.
Brought down by Sterling Tomato and Dallin Brinkfield.
Second and 8 from the 25-yard line of the Tigers. White with Shelby in the backfield. Offsides by Jones. No penalties in the second half of the Tigers. 45 penalty yards for the Utes. Makes it a second and short. 2 yards to get the first down. White and shotgun. Blitz showing up the middle. Picked up by, oh no. Boy, that blitz came. And it's Wheeler, number 43. Hunter Wheeler comes on a delayed blitz and grabs White's shirt. And when he released him, he fell down forward, and it's a big sack. So after a second and 2 and an 8-yard sack by Wheeler, the Tigers have 3rd and 10. 10 minutes left in the game, 59-27. White has 5 receivers, no one in the backfield. Man in motion is Shelby. White in trouble. White throws it up. Has his guy. Oh boy. Number 5, Chase Butler, selling out, trying to get to that ball. And White just had to throw it early. Had no Just lots of pressure. 4th and 10, on comes the kicking team. Robinson Dental is proud to sponsor VTV's coverage of high school football. Call us today to schedule your appointment. We look forward to seeing your smile at Robinson Dental. Utes set to receive at about the 40-yard line. Punts up, and it's just going to be angled out of bounds, and that did not cross midfield. And the referee stops at the 43-yard line, where the Utes will have another short field. Well, they danced it back to the 46. So the Ute defense, after giving up a quick 2.5-minute scoring drive to the Tigers on their first possession, tighten their belts, and they go punt, 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 and all of them short fields for the Utes. And the Utes answer the bell with touchdowns on each of their 3 possessions, here starting on their 4th in the second half. And in great shape again on the Tiger 46-yard line. New quarterback in for the Utes. Driving the pile forward to the 43-yard line.
He was brought down by Gavin Hill.
Well, and this tells you my knowledge of the 4th-string quarterback for the Utes. I have no idea who it is. We're going to get you a name here in a minute.
Brought down by number 23 and Harrison Pickett.
Well, it's number 18. That's the kicker, Isaiah Perez, who's a freshman. Unless, I have no idea. The Utes are up 59-27. There's 8.5 minutes left, and we have a mystery quarterback. I don't think that's Isaiah Perez. Rolling to his right, looking downfield, has a man open. Oh boy, what a nice throw. Getting over the top of the receiver's hands. And it's caught by number 26, Isaac Jensen, the junior. Isaac Jensen, that's a kid that's worked hard his whole life to play football. I had the privilege of coaching him in the 6th grade in Pee Wee football, or whatever they call it. And, yeah, it is Isaiah Perez, number 18, quarterback. Okay, well. That's it. We finally got the name for the quarterback. It is number 18, Isaiah Perez, listed as the kicker and in as the 4th-string quarterback, and has deft touch on that throw. And then this one's kept on the ground, minimal gain, maybe about a yard, brings it up 2nd and 9 from the 30-yard line. And the Utes content to see this clock just run. A little over 7 minutes left in the game. Perez, shotgun. It's just a handoff and ball control running. Keever with the run, and he just got 2 hands on the ball. No turnovers at this point. And this is a low turnover game for the Utes. Only the 1 turnover on their first possession led to a touchdown. And that kept the game somewhat close for a little while. And then the Utes blowing it open here in the second half. Perez in shotgun, Keever in the backfield with him. Keeps it. No, it's a handoff to Keever. Keever at the 25-yard line and then driven back. And most likely,
Stopped by Francisco Laredo and Alex Velasquez.
from the 25-yard line, here comes the kicking team for the Utes, and it is. That'll be a 42-yard attempt for McCackney. And he's kicking from his favorite hash. That right hash is his favorite. And late to come on the field. 5 seconds left on the game clock. They get it off. The snap is good. Does it have enough leg? It's just short, so the 42-yard attempt is no good by McCackney. And so the only possession of the second half the Utes don't score on, but they go ultra conservative, keeping everything on the ground to try to bleed clock. 5:35 left here in the game, and the Utes lead 59-27.
Wednesday, the 18th, and it's senior night. It'll be a whiteout. Senior football players will be honored during the pregame show, including special performances by the band, cheerleaders, and the U.S.
Tigers look to try to get something going here in the second half. Their fifth possession. They're at the 20-yard line. White rolling. White has space. White pitches at the 25. It's a big gain. Taken out of bounds. I think it was Isaac Jensen that took him out. Nicely done option play. White was very near first down yardage before he even pitched. He pitches, and then they advance the ball to the 48-yard line. White across 50. White at the 45. White turns on the Jets. White has one to beat, trying to get to the corner, and it's a touchdown. That's a 52-yard run by White. Carson White with a big run, cutting it to the left, to the right corner. And for the second time in the second half, the Tigers score a touchdown. Scores 59-33. And going for two up under center in a heavy power set. White under center. Hikes. Rolling to his right. Has a man open. Lofts the ball up in the air. And trying to catch it. But excellent defense from the Utes in the back of the end zone. And I didn't see which Ute defended that pass.
We'd like to acknowledge once again our football major sponsors, TJ Electric,
So the point after conversion is a fail, and the Utes will receive.
Dr. Travis Allen, Jimmy Jones, and the donor of our new scoreboard, Ashley Regional Medical Center.
Tonight's game brought to us by a multitude of sponsors. Want to thank them for helping us bring you tonight's game. L&L Motor, Strata Networks, Ashley Regional Medical Center, Moon Lake Electric, Savage Trucking, Utah State University, B&D RV Center, and Robinson Dental. And the Utes expecting an onside kick. Everybody inside the 40-yard line, with the lone return man standing at about the 25-yard line. So the hands team, so to speak, up front. And for the onside attempt, it's number 6, Alex Zollinger. Looks like he'll kick to their right side. He hits one off the ground, bounces, taken by Sterling Tomeno. Tomeno gonna try to get a return. He's across midfield. He's still on his feet and down at the 45-yard line. Tomeno, after he caught that, I sort of expected him to take a knee, and he took off running and brought it across midfield for about a 10-yard return. Utes with another short field at the 45-yard line. The Utes have started at the 40, the 34, the 33-yard line of the Tigers, and the Tigers' 46-yard line, and now they start up for their fifth possession at the Tiger 45. Perez, oh, and that's a false start right there. If you're gonna false start, you might as well go 5 yards deep. And that's exactly what happened. So 5 yards penalty on first down brings up 1st and 15. 50th penalty yard here in the second half. And that puts the Utes over 100 penalty yards for the game. A full football field and penalties. Perez. That's a handoff. Minimal gain on first down. Kiever, the ball carrier.
Brought down by Jeffrey Torres and Isaiah Phillips.
.429 left here in the game. Confusion. That looked like one of the double cross plays, and both ball carriers expected to receive that ball, so some form of miscommunication brings up third down. Utes at their own 49-yard line, started this possession at the 45, so in reverse right now. After the huddle, content to use the whole game clock. 3 seconds left, probably gonna get a penalty here, and they do. Delay a game penalty against the Utes. And there was a late substitution. Rivella is running off the field, and they didn't break their huddle till 9 seconds left. So, 3rd and 20. Perez sets up the screen. Blockers downfield. I got a 10 yards. And that's going to be Ryan Kiever, the sophomore, getting about 13 yards that they needed. And out comes the kicking team for the Utes, kicking from the 42-yard line. So 3rd and 20. The Utes their own worst enemy on with the penalties. Perez gets off a spiral kick. It's down at the 11-yard line. Whoa, geez. And one of the Tigers with an ill-advised pickup after that ball had almost bounced dead. The ball carrier was McKay Turpin, number 22. And why he picked that ball up is beyond me. And the Utes quickly swarm tackle him at about the 11-yard line. And so field position working against the Tigers again. 89-yard field to score a touchdown here. 2:30 left on the game clock. Nearing the third hour of play. And another flag on the field. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Tigers. And, well, there was 2 penalties. We had a block and a back and then an unsportsmanlike conduct. And so, wow. 1st and 10 from the 3-yard line. My goodness. Tigers lining up in what looks like an I formation. 2 tight ends, 2 backs, 1 receiver to the left side. White looking that side. White in his end zone, throws off the back of his foot. Ball's in the air. Oh, it's completed. Wow, at the 35-yard line and tackled from behind by number 7, Caleb Petrie, the junior. Unbelievable. White just in trouble. Unloads from 5 yards deep in his end zone and hits at the 35-yard line. Ball grossly underthrown and coming back to get it. And now 1st and 10 from their own 47-yard line. So a deep hole, and White gets him out of it. White pitches outside. 1 guy to beat. Oh, and it's not going to happen. No, sir, not in my house. Isaiah Smith. There was Isaiah Revelez on the tackle. Either way, the Utes hold strong on 1st down, 2nd and 10. White from shotgun. White looking left side, waiting. Rolling to his left. White keeping the ball. White at the 50, cuts back. Good open field tackling by the Utes. In on that tackle was number 44, Mitchell Tucker. Third and 5 from the Ute 48-yard line. 5 receivers out. White likes to run from this formation. Man in motion. White rolling to his right, cuts back left. White in trouble. White's gonna get through, somehow spins. He's at the 50, he's got a 1st down. Looking for blocks and gets taken down at the 30-yard line. Trevor Slaw, number 27, brings down White. And when he has 5 receivers, he likes to run. They spread him out and then let White do his work. And another 1st down by that young man. "32 seconds left here in tonight's game. I want to thank Uintah High School administration and coaching staff for helping VTV6 come out here and put today's game together. I want to thank all of our sponsors to help us bringing you this live telecast here on VTV Channel 6. Also want to remind you to check out the Sports Spin Thursday nights at 6:30, or replays can be found at VTVchannel6.com anytime, where you'll see coach and student interviews and replays of the week's action, along with the L&L Motor Monster replays. Get out and vote for those. We have 2 Utes going up against Union Cougar long pass. So get out there and vote if you're a Ute fan at the Sports Spin on Twitter or at VTV Channel 6 Facebook page. And after the timeout, with 32 seconds left, the Tigers at the 30-yard line. White in shotgun. Looking left. Throws. Boy! Breaking on that ball. Was that Sterling Tomato knocking that down?
Pass to Chase Butler is incomplete.
That was just one of those balls hanging in the air. And if the Ute defender has one more step on it, he can break and intercept, but knocks that ball down for an incompletion, 2nd and 10. 27 seconds left. White drops back, waiting for something to come open. Plenty of time, gonna keep it himself. Gets the corner and runs out of bounds. He's out of bounds at the 22-yard line where he stops the clock. Gonna bring up 3rd and short.
White run out of bounds by Mitchell Tucker.
They mark him down at the 21, so 3rd and about 1 to go. 16 seconds left. I imagine the Tigers will take 2 strikes to the end zone here. Trying to score 59-33. This is just a pride score. White looking to the right side, pointing to the end zone, throws it up. Oh, underthrown, and it's Trevor Slaw, number 27, that was in on the defense, and he slips, or otherwise he might have come up with that pick. So 4th down, 9 seconds left. The Tigers down to about the last play of the game. White, hands off, and tackled for a loss. And that's how the game will end. I believe it was Trevor Slaw, number 27, ends the game. And the Utes win a beauty, 59-33 over the Ogden Tigers. Want to thank everyone for tuning in to tonight's live game here on VTV Channel 6. Want to thank everyone for tuning in, and have a great night.